Hey guys, how's it going? Nick is here as always. And today I want to talk about something that I wasn't planning to talk about, and that is the coaching mentorship relationship that if you're starting off, you might be seeking, or if you're already established, you might be looking to give. And I didn't want to talk about it because I've started to develop some, I don't want to say negative thoughts, but I've started to basically have ideas of, like how to better approach it, basically. All right, so there's a lot of people passing through on this bridge, and I might have to do a couple of cuts of this, but I think the general idea will still be the same. So basically, why wasn't I going to talk about this? I honestly, the whole aim of this channel is for me to just kind of show you guys the positive, changes that Amazon has been able to do in my life, and trying to give you some sort of, value that maybe you can start your own Amazon business or your own copywriting business. I don't know, anything to just get you a couple of $1,000s, online income by whichever way it takes. If I find something cool, I want to relay it to you guys. It's really coming from a good place. Like, I want to help you guys. So even though this is something tough for me to talk about, specifically, people reaching out to either me or someone else that they see that's doing quite well, and it's like, hey man, be my mentor. And I guess I just want to try my best to give you some advice on how to better do that. So right off the bat, I'll tell you what's not a good way to do it. And this is from my personal experience. I've done this myself, and I've had this done to me in the past couple of months. Personally, I think a bad way to try and get a coach or a mentor is to go ahead and message somebody and say, hey man, can you be my mentor? Because you're so successful. I want to be where you are. I'm not saying that I'm necessarily successful, but in all honesty, I think I'm a few steps ahead of a lot of people. A lot of guys and gals that are probably watching this video. I'm making a couple of $1,000 a month online through a brand new Amazon business, and I think that I'm a really good learning resource for you specifically. That's why I make these videos. But at the same time, you got to understand, when you reach out to somebody that doesn't really know you, and you just say like, hey man, be my mentor, it's like, I don't really know how to approach it, just please like help me kind of thing. I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, every single time I've said no. And that is because, I have my own Amazon. I'm trying to put out these YouTube videos as much as possible. I'm trying to read all your guys' YouTube comments and trying to provide some good value content that can help you out. So when somebody reaches out to me and it's like, help me do as good as you or better, what in between the lines, what I'm reading is, I'm not willing to do the research. I'm not willing to take the steps towards building my own business. I want it done for me. That's all I'm hearing. I could be wrong. Maybe, it worked for you in the past. You're like, hey man, can you be my mentor? And he's like, yes, I can. And then they mentor you to $1 million. That could also be the case. But in majority of the times, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, I'm not willing to watch all of your videos, listen to Scott Volker's podcast, and I'm not willing to do my product research, find a supplier, execute. So to give you an example, like, somebody reaches out to me and says, hey Nick, can you be my mentor? Like right off the bat, I will probably tell them honestly, like, I'm sorry, I can't right now because, I have this, that, and the other going on. On the flip side, if I have somebody reach out to me, and this has actually happened to, I think, about 2 or 3 guys in the last month or so, where they're like, hey Nick, I got a product already picked out. I found a supplier, and I've made my first order. I'm just not sure how I should approach this listing, or I'm just about to order. I found both of these people, and I got good quotes. Man, I really need your help to pull the trigger on this. Can I get a second opinion? I will not hesitate to tell you, like, call me right now. Call me on Facebook chat, or when's a good time for us to talk? I will call you. Like, if you're watching this video and I've done this to you, you reached out to me and you told me, comment down below. Like, say, yeah, this happened. Nick called me. I mean, even though it was like a couple of guys, I'm not really expecting them to see this and comment down below, but it would be really cool if you guys did, because that's exactly my reaction. If I'm hearing somebody actually taking the steps and doing it, and then I can add value to the process instead of doing all the work for them, I will hop on the call. I'm excited to talk about this. Like, I'm so down to help you out. It's just I need to see effort. I cannot have 100 people a day, or that's an exaggeration, let's say 10 people a day, reach out to me and say, Nick, love your videos, thank you for the value, help me. like, what's a good product? What's your product? I love that question too. What's your product? If you guys haven't noticed yet, or if you're a little too new, a big no-no is to just ask people, especially when you're just starting off. A big no-no is to ask, hey man, you're successful. What's the product that got you successful? Obviously, because I don't want you knowing what my product is, because I'm still kind of uneasy, because I'm still new at this, believe it or not, and I think, what if you will go ahead and copy my product? Although I'm not really worried, because you're never gonna have my sales technique, you're not gonna have my copy, you're not gonna have my manufacturer that I've spent so long vetting. You're not gonna have my product design, and even then, on the very basic level, I'm just like, ugh, like it gets me a little tight. And I'm sure even if there is an Amazon seller that makes $1 million and they have 1,000 reviews on their product, they still might feel like that. So that's also another lesson: is don't ask people like awkward, like self-revealing questions when you don't really know them that well. So I think a better way, like I said, is to reach out with, first of all, do the work. First of all, let's take it all the way back. Let's think about the philosophy of it all. I want you to know right now, listen to me carefully. No matter what you do in life, whether it's start a business, get a career, get a degree, study hard, I don't know, learn a language, no one's going to do it for you. You can ask for help, but don't confuse asking for help as a solution to not taking action. At the end of the day, I would much rather work with somebody who's never gotten any advice, taking 10 steps forward, fucked up every single time, and is now broken down, thinking, man, like, I tried everything, what can I do? I will gladly help that person, because that means that they've tried, they went out there, they tried to learn, they got on Google, they asked the questions, from their search engine, not from a person out there that's like, hey man, like, give me value, give me all the answers that I want. I would much rather help that person that has taken steps forward. They might have fucked it all up, but yet they're still taking action. The last kind of person I want to help is the one that's just sitting there, and because they're so worried and afraid of what might happen, before even doing the preliminary research, which costs no money, just time and effort. All you got to do is just go and start searching. And if you don't know how to search, type it in Google and YouTube, how to research Amazon product. Put in the time, put in the effort. Before you can get help from anyone else, you got to help yourself, okay? So, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean or like point down at you. I'm just telling you the truth of life. You can either accept it or not. But that is, I think, personally, the fact of life. You got to help yourself before others can help you. So get on there, do the preliminary research. I'll tell you right now, if you're doing Amazon or e-commerce, do not reach out to anyone until you get to the point of you've done the research, even if you found a half-assed product. Because when you reach out to me and you ask me, Nick, what do you think about this product and what do you think about these quotes? I'll tell you my honest opinion. I'll tell you, I don't think this is good. You shouldn't go for it. Bummer, you just wasted a week researching, but at least now you've done the process, you've gotten the feedback. Now, next time around, it's not going to take a week to research, it's going to take 2 days. And then you'll be like, Nick, I found another supplier, I found another product. This is better. Here's what could be improved upon. That's all it is, guys. Like, that's all it is. And you can do this if you just get out of your own way and stop looking for someone else to give you value instead of doing it yourself. All right, so I'm clearly getting in the way of a lot of people. I didn't know that this bridge was... who knew that the center of the city bridge was going to be so busy? So I'll leave you with this. It's not about me telling you, get out of my life, don't ask me questions. It's not. Trust me. I just want you to know that, first of all, remember, you're the only one in charge of your life, so take action. You want a better life? Make it happen. Guys like myself, or let's say Riley, or anyone else selling on Amazon having e-commerce, they want to help you. We want to help you. I just want to see that you're serious about it. I don't want to keep wasting my advice on people that will not take any action. Show me that you're willing to take the steps. I'm here for you. I'll help you. We'll get on the call. I promise. You just tell me, I've done this. I just need your second opinion. We will get on the call. No questions asked. But, make sure that you take action, and don't ask for mentorship. Mentorship and mentee relationships, they happen naturally. There's one guy that was there from day one. He, after like first 2 YouTube videos, he asked me like, hey Nick, do you mind if, or like, he just started asking questions. Like, hey Nick, do you mind if I just ask you a question? Like, da-da-da. And up until now he's like launching his product, and it's been like I think 2 or 3 months span of time, and like all he ever did was just once in a while ask me questions like, hey man, if there's anything I can help you with, let me know. That's another thing. That's another thing that I forgot to mention, is that look to provide more value than you receive. With me, it's going to be really hard because I always give more value. Always, period. That's just my transaction. That's how I do things. But always like, hey man, what are you working on? What are you stumbling into? How can I help you? Most of the time, I'll either tell you what's going on, or someone else you're reaching out to, they'll tell you what's going on, or they'll just be like, hey man, don't worry about it, thank you for asking. But it's just the thought of trying, of willing to give something in return for something else, that matters a lot. The intention matters here. Not just, hey, give me, become my mentor, answer all my questions so that at the end of the day, I get all the answers, and the only thing that's left is to take action and not taking action. So to wrap it up, guys, I wish you best of luck. As always, I'm here for you. Just take action. Please promise me you're going to do at least a couple of steps forward. Do something, okay? Take actions. Reach out to me. Let me know what you've done. In the comments below, let me know how far in the process are you, and how much further are you going to be in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Not months, weeks. In the next 2 weeks, I'm going to hold you accountable. Every single person that comments down below, I'm going to follow up with all of you personally. In 2 weeks, leave me something that you're going to do, and I'm going to reach out to you in 2 weeks from now, and we're going to talk. Okay, good luck. Peace. Release. Come. Sorry, okay. Oh, more tourists. It's okay, don't worry, you can just pass. Yeah, it's fine. Sorry, passerbys. So, you know. Yeah, go. Yeah, it's okay, don't worry about it. Come. It's okay. Come.